Why would you lead me to Houston just for me to lose everything? Anything can happen to anybody at any given time, and that's why I'm gonna stay. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This video was very, very hard for me to do. I am still on the fence about whether I'm just gonna hit stop and just pack it down and move on, but I keep feeling this urge to go ahead and come on and say whatever I need to say. Today, I'm going to talk about how life in Houston has took a turn. I don't know if it's for the worse or for the better, but I am trying to stay hopeful. You see, there's a lot of vlogs out there of people packing up and moving to a new city or a new state on their own, no money, whatever. And then a lot of them just kind of disappear off of YouTube. And we never really know what's going on in their lives, why they disappeared off of YouTube, whether they became too busy with work or they had a kid or they started a new relationship. But it's only a select few of us, like me, who will come back to YouTube and actually tell you what happened. Like, what's the life update? What's the tea? So, as y'all know, this move was very, very stressful from day one. I was not truly prepared, but things kind of lined themselves up to make the transition a little bit easy for me. As y'all know, I secured a remote job and I used that job to help me get an apartment. The apartment was nice, it was cozy, it was little, but it was cute and it was mine. And I don't know, life was just okay. But to be honest with y'all, life was only good for 6 months, because after the first 6 months of me living in Houston, I lost that job. It was a contract job with a company that provided COVID-19 assistance services. So I already knew that the job was gonna be temporary, but they told me that the job was gonna last for a year. Turns out that 6 months into the program, they started running out of funds, and so they started laying people off one by one. And so I'm like, okay, this is not good, because I've been on unemployment before, y'all. And as far as I know, the amount that you receive in unemployment is not exactly the same amount that you received while you were working. So during the time that I was on unemployment before, a few years back, I just remember having to constantly call back home for help so that my family members could help me pay my bills. I didn't want that to happen this time. So instead of going on unemployment after I lost this job, I decided to just pivot into another job. But the job market sucks right now. So I was on the hunt for a job for the last 10 months, okay? 10 months being unemployed. I told y'all I was freelancing, I was doing a few different things. And you know what? Everything was okay. You know, during that 10 months, it was rough, it was rocky. I had to ask for help every now and again, even though I really didn't want to, because those of y'all who know me personally, y'all know I do not like asking anybody for help. Like, that's not my thing. But that experience of being jobless, it kind of humbled me, right? It kind of settled that pride of, oh, I don't need anybody else. I can pull myself up by the bootstrap and whatever. Like, no. Apparently, life don't work like that, okay? Everything was kind of running. I'm not gonna say it was running smoothly, but it was running. You know, the ship was sailing over troubled seas. You know, I'm rocking to the left and to the right, about to fall off the boat every now and again, and I can't swim, so that makes it even more scary, but the boat is still moving forward, right? That's how life in Houston became after 6 months of living here. And then the unexpected happened. I caught COVID, and COVID had already been out for like, what, a year and a half, 2 years before I caught it. And it's like, this is the worst possible time for me to be sick. While I don't have a job, I don't have health insurance, I'm running a freelance business where I'm the sole owner and sole proprietor. So it's like, if I get sick, then my business doesn't run anymore. So guess what happened? My boat capsized. And I'm laughing now, but it was not funny back then. Like, I was having very bad anxiety attacks. I barely wanted to come outside. I just wanted to lay in my bed with the covers over my head, just knowing like, oh my gosh, yo, I'm about to lose everything. Because, okay, not only am I sick, but because I'm sick, I have to cancel gigs. Then on top of that, I have clients whose invoices are unpaid. I'm steady reaching out to them. They're like either ignoring me or saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna check on it, and then they never do. And then so my life was just like, y'all be seeing me rollerblade. My life was doing like this, shaky ankles, okay? Like, I'm just like, okay, God, you know what's going on. What is happening? Like, why would you lead me to Houston just for me to lose everything, you know? This is a conversation that me and God had a lot during that 10 months. But then by the time I caught COVID, it was like, you know what? It just feels like my life is over. I started falling behind on bill payments every single month. My savings ran dry, which it wasn't even a lot in there anyway, because adulting is so expensive, right? And you're on your own. It's not like, you know, I'm married and I have someone in my house helping me to save up, or I live with my family and like, no, we all on my own in a city across the country from my family, no help, you know? Things just start running dry. I'm becoming late. I'm getting threats from the landlord. I end up on food stamps, which is embarrassing in and of itself. But at the same time, that really blessed me, okay? Because without that, your girl would have been starving. But life became really bad in Houston. But I have a very strong feeling that it's not gonna be this way forever. There were a lot of times where I felt tempted to give up and just go work at the strip club or something like that. Like, that's when you're desperate and in need, your mind, you're sin, like, okay, because we were born in sin or whatever. And so our minds have a tendency to gravitate towards sinful things in order to get by, because whether you like it or not, the world doesn't run on money. So when you are out of money and you just barely making it to the next day, it's like you just get so desperate to the point where it makes you feel like you want to do crazy stuff. And I thank God that I didn't ever go that low, that I was able to maintain respect for myself. But I'm not gonna lie, my mind did go there, y'all. My family doesn't have a lot of money. I come from a background of poverty to where my family can't even really do much for me. You understand what I'm saying? So really the only thing that I will be able to do is go and move back with them, which is something that's not an option for me. My destiny is here in Houston. I don't know why, okay? I don't know why God sent me to Houston. We're gonna find out at some point. But my destiny is here. So it does not matter what happens. Come hell or high water, this is where I'm gonna be at. He said, I have plans for you, plans for hope and a good future and prosperity and all of the things that Jeremiah 29:11 says. So it's like, I don't believe that he brought me this far just to leave me. And that's why I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. But I just wanted to let y'all know that anything can happen to anybody at any given time. It doesn't matter what type of degrees or accolades or experience or nothing. It does not matter what you have, what you gain. Like, life can just come and knock at your door and just start taking stuff away from you. So I have so much more to say, but I feel that this video is already long enough as it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude it right here. But y'all make sure to turn on the notification bell, subscribe and all that, so that next week y'all can hear about the next thing that happened to me as a result of my business dying. But yeah, stay tuned. I love y'all. I got so much love in my heart for y'all. I'm praying for y'all, hoping y'all praying for me. And I'll see y'all next time.
And this is not really a little thing, y'all. Homelessness, this is something else. I just never, not once in my life, ever thought that this would happen to me as a result of coming here. But I'm gonna see what the Lord gonna do.